Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For tracks, obviously. On the lot.
He became steel resistant.
Welcome back to another episode of Earthworks Hub Live. So we go live every Sunday at 8 p.m. Melbourne time. I'm your host, Ivan Orlovic. So if you don't already know me by now, you'll get to know me. Go and look at my other previous stuff and you'll get to know me. So and I always say this, you're going live with Ive. So Earthworks Hub is Australia's earth moving platform where we help everyone in the earth moving industry connect, learn, grow, and profit. That's my motto. Let's do a few shout outs. It's Sunday, the 22nd of March already. 22nd of March, 2026. Let's do a few shout outs here. People are joining. Tactical Terraforming, Eamon One, The Dirt Ninja, CJW Excavations, Sydney Rockwalls. Hey. Who else is here? RFD Will, is it? Prenda Civil, Apex Landworks, Bulking Excavations. How you going, legend? Northside as well. Peninsula Civil. Ashton Labering. Everyone's here. Tafal Adnado. Jenna Troy. Record Time. All access. Man, there's so many people here. I can't read everyone's name. Sorry, guys. Wilso. Look, he's here. Miller. How you going, Miller? My biggest fan. Brock Windmill. How are you? If I miss your name, I apologize. I'll try and do some more shout outs throughout the evening. But like I said, it's going to be a massive one. So I do need to move along to be able to get through the whole thing because I know a lot of us have got work tomorrow. And we don't want to be here for too long. So make sure that you share this live to everyone so you can actually share this while we're here. Just click on the little envelope button down the bottom or the arrow, whatever that thing is. Flying plane, paper plane, whatever that is. Press that, share it to everyone. Make sure we get as many people on here as possible. Sunshine Finance Brokers, welcome. Let's do this. Let's get everyone interested. This will be recorded and a polished version will be posted during the week to YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. So if you do have to leave a bit earlier, unfortunately, but you don't want to because you want to hang around because I've got some big announcements as well. Make sure that you go back and rewatch it if you do have to go, or if you want to share it to someone and let them know it's going to be there. Big night. I have a guest who I can already see has joined us, and I posted about it, so it's no surprise. John. I have Tom Gardocki here, the Dirt Ninja, live from the USA. So we're going to hear about what's been happening since our last chat. I think it might have been maybe a year. Do you reckon it's been about a year, Tom? We'll see now when he comes on. It might have been about a year ago. Anyway, so it'll be interesting to see what's new, what ConExpo was like, because I know he was there. What new purchases he's made since last time, because I've seen a few of those. And maybe we can find out what it's like in the USA with this current fuel crisis, whether they're in the same boat as us, because we are copping it quite bad down here. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like in the USA. What else? Earthworks Hub is growing. I might seem a bit tired. Sorry, guys. I am knackered, man. This week has been phenomenally busy. There's a lot happening. As Earthworks Hub is growing, I'm just finding that it's just getting very, very tiresome, man. I've got a lot to do. So, Adnado Excavations is saying, how's everyone going with fuel? We are going to touch on that as well. So, and Bear Earth has joined. How you going, legend? So reasons that we are busy. Earthworks Hub, I've launched the employment section now, so you can go on there and list yourself as available for work, or you can list a position vacant. We launched the marketplace, so now you can actually sell equipment and attachments and whatever other stuff you want online on our site. We launched a plant hire and work leads section as well. So if you've got a machine sitting around and available, you can post it as available for work. Or if you need a machine for one of your jobs, you can also post a machine required. So you can form some work leads there, get people united. You can also list your business on Earthworks Hub. I crashed the system. So this week I actually crashed it, and I spent 3 days rebuilding the listings. So you might have seen a bit of a change there. There's no photos anymore on the listings. It's my fault. I buggered it up. I changed too many things and the system freaked out, and all the listings buggered up. So I had to fix everything. So it's all back now, and we're rebuilding it all. But that was my little thing. But it wouldn't be Earthworks Hub without technical difficulties. That's the way we roll here. And that's it. But you know what? We are the first platform. So this is what I've discovered. We're the first platform in Australia and probably in the world that offers everything earth moving in one place. So you got your podcast on here, all those listings on there. We've got the academy now as well. You have everything you need all in the one spot. So you got all the tools and templates. You got a membership there as well, so everyone can network and join. You don't see this anywhere else. So yes, utilize it. That's what it's for. I'm building it so that everybody finds it a lot easier. And the fuel stuff, we will talk about that in a second. Let me just talk about some formalities as usual, and then I'll get my guest on as well. So let's do the formalities. All right. Sponsors, here we go. So a big shout out to our major sponsors first, which are Melbourne Tractors, / Breeze Vegas, Earth Moving Warehouse, TMC Cancella via Mulchtech Australia, Pro Screen Australia, there you go, thanks for the hat, Plastube, Construction Training Group, and CR Kennedy. You can find them all on the front page of our website. But we've got another announcement here. We have a new major sponsor. So, major sponsor announcement, Sunshine Finance Brokers. So we've got Sunshine Finance Brokers on board now as a major sponsor. Who are they? They're a small, friendly and dedicated family-owned business located in the Gold Coast, so here up in Queensland. Sunshine Finance Brokers are committed to meeting customers' needs by providing them with a range of both personal and business financial services. So they've got access to over 30 lenders. They can provide you with a variety of different lending solutions for all your needs. Speak with Joel or one of the team members there. You might have seen some of Joel's posts coming up lately. So yeah, talk to Joel if you want any finance for your plant and equipment. So they can help you with vehicles, machinery, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, speak to one of those guys if you want to get yourself some finance. So thank you very much to Sunshine Finance Brokers. So now what that means is we have a total of 8 major sponsors. Moba, how you going? We have a total of 8 major sponsors. I have a cap. The cap is 10. So that means technically there's only 2 more spots available. So it's going to be well, actually, there's one company that we're in process with now. So basically, there's only 1 more left. So then after that, there's going to be a waiting list, or people can become an industry sponsor. So yeah, if you're keen on being a major sponsor, there's 1 position left for the rest of this year. And yeah, just hit me up and we can have a chat. So there you go. All right. Yeah, Tactical Terraforming is saying, how are you going to try and get us customer mobs? Oh, customers MOBA, yeah. That's it. We're helping out MOBA here. All right, so yeah, there's that's going to be capped at 10 for a major sponsor. Thank you to all our industry sponsors as well, like I just said then, so you can become one of those if you don't want to be a major. And speaking of industry sponsors, Hex Hire has still got that offer on for March, which is to save $100 on a weekly hire across their 5-ton and 8-ton excavator range. So if you are a new customer and you mention Earthworks Hub when you call up Hex Hire, you will get $100 off your weekly rent for the 5-ton and 8-ton range. So there you go. That's only for March. So till the end of March, go ahead and do that. It's only another week or something, yeah? So go and use that if you want to hire a machine. Let's do a quick recap, and then I'll invite the Dirt Ninja on. All right. So the recap. Last week, I had Mike DeBroda from TerraEquip on. He joined us to talk about all types of drilling equipment. It's a topic I didn't really know all that much about. Like I said, we go in, do all the digging, then the piling rigs and all that come in, we leave, then we come back after and keep digging. So we don't really get to see what they do on site. ADM Civil, thanks for joining. Yeah, so I was keen to learn more. And for anyone else that didn't know much about piling rigs, hopefully you learnt a lot. We spoke about continuous flight augers, open bore drilling, all sorts of stuff, all the different types of pendulum rigs, and I don't know, a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, go and watch that episode. It's out now on all platforms. Very, very interesting. Like I said, we listed those 3 sections on Earthworks Hub. So go and list your machines available or list your machines required. Also the employment and marketplace section. And at the moment, all business listings are free. So if you haven't listed your business on the website, like I said, I crashed it and I fixed it all now. Go on there and list your business while it's still free. so everyone can find you. So go in there right now, not right now, after the show, and add yourself to the list and put your business in there. There's all types of categories. Go check it out. We also had our monthly member toolbox. That was on Friday night. Interesting. We discussed the fuel levy calculator, which people have seen me post now. So I know a lot of people have been downloading that. The last count was over 100. This today in the morning I saw that there was over 100 people downloaded already. So if you haven't done so, go to the front page of the website. I've put up a link to the fuel levy calculator that you can use to work out how much extra to charge on your hourly rates. And you can utilize that to show your customers how you've come to that decision on how you've calculated that extra amount. And one piece of advice I can tell people is if you're getting a bit of pushback from your customers, don't tell them, oh, I'm just upping my rates. You got to actually say, we're adding a temporary fuel levy. So sell it as a temporary fuel levy while this crisis is on. And then once it all settles down, we'll be starting to go back. And then explain that float companies are doing it, transport companies, everyone's doing it. You have to do it in order to survive. So if anyone's getting pushback, which I heard some people are, don't just say, yeah, I'll just put my rates up. Or just don't say, oh, I'll just put it up $20 and don't not be able to provide a way that you actually calculated it. So you're gonna have a better chance of convincing them if you do show them the calculator and say that it's a fuel levy. So sell it that way. So yeah, go to the front page of my website and you can find that link. Tactical Terrifying saying, do the premium listings need to fix anything after the crash? Yes, we will be fixing that. Yes, so that's next on the list. That will be next. But if you've already got a listing on there, just leave it. Yeah, it's all fixed anyway. There's nothing to worry about. Yeah, just some photos will be missing, which will go up shortly. What else is there? Let me know if you can't access that fuel levy calculator, and I will work out a way to send it to you. So I know a couple of people couldn't get it, so I sent it to them. I'm going through quick because I'm conscientious of time, and I do want to talk to the Dirt Ninja. So the fuel crisis, yes, I posted that monthly member giveaway. So we're still doing those for anyone that's an Earthworks Hub member or industry and business member. You go into the draw automatically for the March prize if you're a member in March. So there's still time to join. So even if you join now to the end of March, you can be in the draw. And what I'm going to do is, since we're talking about the fuel crisis, the giveaway is going to be a $50 fuel voucher. So I'm going to give away a $50 fuel voucher to help one lucky member in our tough times. So yeah, make sure that you join either the industry or business member tier in March, and you will go in that draw in the first week of April. So we'll draw it the first Sunday. Woohoo, that's 4 liters. Yeah, Jack Healy's saying it's 4 liters. Yeah. All right, so to be in the draw, yeah, you got to be a member in March. A DDT is here, Diesel, Dirt and Turf. It's basically at the doorstep. Here I am thinking, oh yeah, we've still got a few weeks away. Oh, I've still got a month or two away. I didn't know how close it was. It's actually like 3 weeks away or something like that. So it's not far. Come and see me with a stand. We're going to have a whole bunch of things there for people to network. We're going to have some giveaways, or plenty of giveaways. As you can see behind me here, I've already got a collection of things to give away from Diggerlid, Goddings. I've got a few from other sponsors as well. So there's going to be plenty of stuff to win. Make sure that you come down and see me there. There's going to be merch, hats. People are asking about the hats. They're going to be for sale as well. Stickers, a whole bunch of things. All right, so DDT Farm World. Farm World is this week. So Farm World at Lardner Park. It starts on, I think is it Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I'll be there maybe on Friday, I think. Anyway, so I will probably be there Friday with a few other guys. So let's see if we can all catch up while we're there. And Moba's just put up a note, which is true. Moba is basically our stands at Diesel, Dirt and Turf will back onto each other. So make sure you come through. When you see one of us, go and see the other one as well. So we're right next to each other at the show. Actually, we might even see if we can work out to leave the back section open and people can actually travel through. So there you go. I'll talk to Daniel a bit more about that. What else? Other than that, yeah, we've got the Academy coming up. So a lot of people, thank you very much to everyone that has already hit me up about being a host or a trainer for some different segments of the Academy. So now we're starting to work on building some workshops. So there will be some workshops coming out, and we will be presenting those in the near future. I will dare say after DDT we'll start hitting that. So let's get Diesel Dirt and Turf out of the way, and then we'll start working on the workshops. So keep an eye out on that. Yeah, Tactical saying Thursday to Saturday, and then there's a rodeo on Saturday. Oh, there you go. Yeah, they're talking about the other hub. Yes, the other hub. You actually can't watch the other hub anymore. So now you've got no reasons not to watch this hub. There you go. All right, let me see. I'm not going to talk about listings of the week or anything like that. Let's just go straight to the guest. I've got a lot to ask him. Let's see if Mr. Tom Gardocki is available. Let's have a look. I'll give him an invite, and then what we'll do after the chat, I'll open up to questions. But you can also ask questions while we are talking. Let me see. I can't believe I said John at the start. Anyway, let's see how this goes, people. Should be interesting. Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, you got the camera. Ah, there he is. The man. How you going?
Pretty good. How are you?
Yeah, very good, very good. I present Tom, not John, Tom Gardocki, aka the Dirt Ninja. And I feel bad. I always just say the Dirt Ninja. I never actually mention New Era Excavations, but he's actually an owner, part owner. Is that right? Of New Era Excavations. So
Yes.
not just the Dirt Ninja. That's right.
Yep. I do own a company. Yes, New Era Excavation. I have a partner in it. So, yep.
Yeah.
But the obviously the Dirt Ninja stuff is more the online stuff.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. A lot's been happening, hasn't it? There's been a lot going on. I think, was it about a year ago we spoke, or was it earlier? I can't remember now.
I think it was almost exactly a year ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting. Interesting, man. Well, I'm keen to hear what's been happening. I do follow you, so I've been watching some things progress and happen. And you bought some new stuff, and so I'm keen to find out all those sorts of things. What you've bought, what you've done, a little bit about ConExpo, how that was, and then a little bit about the fuel issues, and see whether you guys are in the same boat as us, and what your plans are to help, for people to do things about it. So here we go. Let's go, man. Let's go. So tell us, since last time, actually, you know what? For anyone that doesn't know, tell us a little bit about New Era Excavations. Yeah, what do you guys actually do, and where are you based?
Yeah. So New Era Excavation, we're out of New Hampshire, which is like 45 minutes north of Boston. For anybody not familiar with the area. We're a small site excavation company. We do primarily about 80% of our work is really high-end custom home site work. So we do everything from basically after the trees are cut, pulling the stumps, stripping out the topsoil, digging the foundation, backfilling the foundation, doing any utility work, whether it be sewer, water, digging for electrical. We also do septic systems if there's no town sewer, and do everything up to putting the gravel in for the driveways and getting that ready for paving. And on some of the sites, we even screen the topsoil and put it back out. Kind of depends on the scope of work for the project. We're pretty small. We have 8 employees, and then it's myself and my business partner, Craig, that own the company. So there's 10 of us total. But yeah, we crank out a lot of work. We do a lot of cool stuff, work on a lot of cool projects, work for a lot of cool customers.
Yeah, yeah. There you go, man. Good explanation, man. That's it. Uh, and I also know from last time we spoke, you are a Caterpillar fan. So I noticed that you did actually buy some new stuff. So I want to ask you a little bit about all that. Let's talk about some of the equipment since last time. And also you're an Encon fan as well. So he's an ambassador. Do I say that or not really?
I don't know if it's technically that, but yeah, something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a very informal relationship, but yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Actually, we've got a quick question here. ADM Civil is saying, "Hey Tom, do you have frost where you are? It's crazy how hard it makes it." So do you have frost? And would that be now as well? Would it be frosty right now?
So we're nearing the end of that season, the end of winter. We're coming into spring. I don't know what it is for you guys. But yes, we deal with frost quite a bit. So for any of you that doesn't know what that is frozen ground. And it is very hard. So this winter was exceptionally bad. We had a very snowy winter. We called it a real winter. We hadn't had one in quite a while. We had a lot of snow, a lot of cold. So the cold gets into the ground, freezes the ground. And we had, in spots this winter, we had over 4 feet. So, over a meter of frost. So it slows you down. You can't dig, with a mini excavator, it's pretty much useless. Even with our big, 80,000 pound excavators, you can't dig through it. So we're either using a frost ripper to rip the frost and get through it, or we're hammering the frost. So yeah, it's a big deal for us in the winter. It makes life tough. Um, Usually we have to charge more for it, winter work, because obviously you can't dig through it as quickly. Um, so yeah, it makes life difficult in the winter, that's for sure. Never mind all the snow and plowing that off and clearing it if you want to keep working. So luckily we had a couple jobs this winter that were kind of continue at all costs. So we were able to keep working and keep busy, which was really nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I imagine it'd be tough, man. Yeah, we don't really get that frosty here. It doesn't get to that point where doesn't even really snow where we are. Yeah, it's only up in the mountains, so we don't really get any of that. So yeah, we do get solid rock though. We've got so much solid rock. It's crazy.
Yeah, another thing you have to be careful of in the winter because of the frost is if you don't shovel your tracks, your machine won't move in the morning. So all that material gets stuck in your final drives, especially the small machines. It's really bad. Our skid steer we even if you shovel them, but our skid steers get stuck. You literally can't drive them. You have to let them thaw out, or you have to use a torch and heat up the dirt to get them to move. Or, a lot of the times we'll lay down like logs and park the tracks on top of the logs because the dirt will freeze to the tracks. And then when you start to track, the dirt's stuck to your tracks and could hit your the house of the machine. So yeah, you got to be careful in the winter and do it right.
Yeah, different ball game, man. That's totally different. Yeah, yeah. I missed a question as well by EMB Jack Healy. So he's asking, is it like Australia where you have to be licensed for drainage or sewer? Do you have to have like a
uh,
certain license?
yes, so in order to do septic systems, at least in New Hampshire, you have to be licensed, and I believe that is most states here. And then most towns, for sewer hookups, you have to be licensed in that town, which, to be honest with you, is pretty easy. Once you have a couple licenses in town, you can put them down as references, and you can get those pretty easy. But yes, it is usually a town by town thing.
Yeah, yeah. So like you say, once you get one, they get confident that you can do that. So they just give you another one easier. Yeah, yeah. Afton Levering, yeah, he's saying summer is when you make money, winter is when you earn it. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if we break even in the winter, we're pretty happy. So, keep the guys busy, break even, keep moving, get some stuff done. So, yeah, anything you can get done in the winter is a bonus.
That's it, man. That's it. Well, before we get on to talking about one of my favorite machines that you bought, so I'm a bit jealous. I noticed in the background you've had some development. I can see a lot of cranes and also, what is that? A drag? Is that a drag machine? What is that? I can see there. That wasn't there last time, was it? You've actually developed a little bit there.
Yeah, I have quite a big collection of die-cast models. So I have, I don't know, probably over 200 pieces, and keep them all in cases. So yeah, I don't buy as much as I used to, but I still add, certain ones when I can. So it's
Yeah,
fun. I like it. This is my office, so I like having it all set up in here. It's cool to see.
yeah. You're gonna like me. I can't say anything as well. I'm jam packed. I have
Yep,
to
I see
straighten.
it.
I have to get bigger shelves now. Yeah. Oh man. ADM's asking, are you gonna get a 319? Ooh, you must be. What's going
Well,
on there?
I guess we could get into ConExpo stuff if you wanted.
Well,
But
let's
yeah,
do that. Let's do that. Yeah, do you want to do that, or do you want to talk about the other machines first? What do you reckon? You
mm,
pick. You pick.
Let's do ConExpo then when we can get into the 319 form.
Done. Let's do that. So tell us about ConExpo. So it's a place I haven't been. Uh, I haven't thought about going actually until this year. And you know, when you watch something, you think, "Damn, I should have been there. I wish I was there." It's one of those things. So maybe next time I do have to go. But tell us how was ConExpo? And it's not your first one, is it?
Yeah, this was my third one. So definitely go. You got to make the trip. It's an amazing show. It's a lot of walking. I think I walked over 8 miles each day. So it's a lot of steps. Your feet hurt, your back hurt, everything hurts from walking around. But it's great. I mean, everything's there that you could ever want to see. So it's great that you can go to the same place. You can meet other people in the industry, talk to them, see what they're doing. A lot of people from all over the world go, so it's just a really cool place to meet and see and do all sorts of things. And it's in Vegas, so Vegas is always fun as well. But yeah, this year was really good. It was nice because I was probably the least committed I've ever been in doing things in people's booths. Which was really nice because I want to see the show. I want to see what's new. I want to talk to people. And the last two con expos that I went to, I definitely overcommitted and was in people's booths, which is cool because you get to meet people. But like I said, I want to walk around. I want to see what's new. So I got to walk around, check out some stuff. I had kind of a checklist of things that I wanted to go see and check out that were new, that I was able to do. So that was really good.
Yeah. I do. I get you because until this year, I've always just been like, just floating around. Last year, I had a little trolley, and I was just walking around with a trolley and my flag on it, so I was able to go wherever I want. Whereas this year, I've got my own stand, and now I'm thinking, yeah, like man, I'm gonna be stuck there. I can't leave. I can't just go and look at other products. I can't go and see things. I have to stay where I am. So yeah, I know what you mean though. Yeah, and if you're overly committed, yeah, you sort of just don't get to really go out and explore. So yeah, no, it's good that you had that chance. What was the standout? What was the standout thing there at the expo?
There was a couple things. That 319, that new cat excavator, that was one of the things I was going to check out there. I'm very interested in that. It's basically how is it explained to me, as a 317 top, and then the bottom is a totally new undercarriage design. It weighs about 44,000 pounds. So for us, that's really good and easy to mobilize on a tag trailer behind one of our dump trucks. Um, it's just for us, like a 315 is a little small for the work that we do. We already have a 316, which is the older version of the new 317. So I just think that this machine, coupled with the minimal tail swing, seems like a pretty sweet setup for us. So actually, the machine that was at ConExpo is coming to our dealer the end of this coming week on Thursday. So I'll be posting about that. I'm going to try it out, actually sit in the cab and try it. It's got a tilt rotator on it, which would be great for me to try because obviously we'd probably put one on it if we got one. So yeah, super, super interested in trying that machine out. I think it'd be perfect for the work that we do.
Yeah, yeah. What about the attendance? What was the attendance like? Was it a lot less than usual, or a lot more, or just similar? Was there any like impact or anything?
I haven't heard the numbers yet, but I think there was around like 200,000 people, which I believe is up from previous years. Just walking around, it was mobbed. It was tough to see. The really popular booths, the Caterpillar one. They have that operator stadium. I'm sure everybody's seen that. They get 5,000 people in that stadium, and when they're doing a show, it like they were literally turning people away from getting in. It's so crowded. And then, the John Deere booth was mobbed, and just, the big names, everybody was very, very busy, which is great, right? That's what you want to see. Everybody's interested in buying something. It probably means everybody's busy. So that's a great thing.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, that's interesting. Yeah, because this year I was actually talking to a few guys earlier before the show, and I was just saying that I wonder how it's going to go this year because all the fuel crisis at the moment, and now I think a lot of people might struggle floating machines there, or even just driving there. Like a lot of us from interstate usually just drive there for 10 hours or whatever, but to our Diesel Dome Turf Expo, and I just wonder what it's going to be like this year. Very interesting. So some of us are suggesting there might be lower numbers. We're not sure. We'll see what happens. But yeah, no, there you go, man. I saw it was good though. From everything I've seen, it seems like it went really well. That operator thing at CAT was very interesting. To tell you what, really, really good to watch that.
Yeah, it was super cool, and I got to give a big shout out. I have a friend of mine, Brian, won because he's from Maine, which is just the state north of us. So that was super cool to see. He goes to the same dealership as us, as me. So that was awesome to see, and he beat me in the local competition. So give all the credit to him. So I was super happy to see that he won, and I lost to the person who won the whole thing. So I can be happy with that.
There you go, man. Still semi-local. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some of the other guys were asking, do you guys need to have hose burst protection, or the hose burst valves on your machines? Yeah, the burst control
Well,
valves. Do you need to have those?
I don't
Uh,
even know what that is.
oh, they're just little anti-burst valves, so they go onto your machine. So in case your hose bursts, the arm doesn't just suddenly drop on the excavator. So in Australia, a lot of customers, it's a requirement to have that on your machine. So in case there's a loss of hydraulics, your arm just doesn't suddenly drop. So it's like
Really? No.
we call it
That,
anti-burst valves.
okay, that makes perfect sense. But no, we are not required to have those. I've never heard of that. I know on excavators that some of the cranes and stuff around I know have that for safety reasons. But no, none of our excavators do.
Yeah, well, there you go, man. There you go. All right, so hopefully that answered the questions. So it's good. That's why I enjoy these conversations live, because then people can ask questions and engage as well. So some of the guys are saying they were thinking about going, but there's too much bad juju going on in the world at the moment, so they were a bit worried. Yeah, so there's a fair bit happening. Did anything surprise you? So anything that was surprising, or you expected it to be different, and it wasn't like that, or something when you got there?
I would say the biggest surprise was what was not there. And going to the previous two ConExpos, every single booth, every major manufacturer had an electric machine or a truck, and there was almost none there this year. It was very interesting. So obviously, the U.S. has had a change in administration, which we're not as friendly, I guess, to electric vehicles. Um, but I don't know. They were debuting them at the last one pretty heavy, and they just. I don't think they were that good. I don't think the technology was where it needs to be. I don't know. Maybe all these companies listed to their customers and nobody wants them. I mean, I don't want them. I don't want to have to run a machine for 4 hours and then plug it into a diesel generator. It just seems foolish.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the biggest surprise, is that there wasn't like an advancement in that. It's been 3 years since the last ConExpo. There was just, a couple booths had a couple small machines. I get it, on compact equipment, maybe you're going into a building where you can't have the emissions going. So the electric is definitely, we've rented machines like that to go into buildings and they work awesome. Um, so I don't know. That was very interesting to really see that just pretty much went away.
Yeah, I remember some of the guys were coming to us live from Bauma, and there was electric machines everywhere. Nearly every stand had one at Bauma in Germany, and there you go. Now at ConExpo, there's none. Yeah, interesting, man. Very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What about in the end though? Was it worth it? Was it worth your time and money to go? Do you think people should still go if they haven't been?
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's just such an experience. You got to go once if you're an equipment enthusiast. Just seeing all that equipment in one spot. I mean, they have everything from little compact equipment to trucks to drill rigs to sweepers to cranes, big haul trucks. I mean, you name it, it's there. They got everything from, you know, uh, ground engaging tools, teeth, wear parts, bucket companies. Um, I don't know. If you're interested in it, it's there. And then probably you'll see some stuff that you didn't even know was there too. So
Yeah, no, that's cool. Auto 4575 is asking, what's your thoughts on the CAT payload system? He finds that they lag in regard to production. Uh, what do you think of that?
um Yeah, so funny. Obviously, I'm a big cat supporter, but I am not a big user of all their technologies. Um, yeah, the payload. Honestly, I don't even know if I've used once in our machines. I kind of just, I know how much material goes in each truck, and is it exact? No, but it's close enough for what we do. Even the cat grade stuff, I'm not that big of a fan of. I'm a big Trimble user, and Trimble Earthworks has it down. They've got it. I put Trimble Earthworks on my last 335 that we just bought and bypassed all the cat sensors and gear on it. um, so yeah, it's got its place. Obviously, some people use it more than others. But yeah, all that stuff. Um, I think it could be better, to be honest with you.
Yeah, yeah. And Tactical Terraforming is asking, what did you think of the Bobcat Auto? Is that the one that Stanley Dirt Monkey was he was inside a Bobcat track loader and it had like a screen pop-up display and he was moving stuff? Is that what you're talking about, Tactical? I think you might have been talking about that. Or Bobcat Auto. What have they got an automatic track loader, have they? Or skid steer?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I actually completely missed their booth while I was in there, so I have no idea.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I did see like what's his name did some post on that, and it had like a touch screen or whatever on the window. I don't know. I don't know. Nowadays, I'll tell you what, with all this AI stuff and that, I don't know what to believe on the internet anymore. I'll tell you. But I did see a post from I think Stanley Dirt Monkey had it on there. All right, and then you would have seen some Aussie guys there. So I believe you would have seen Starbuck, and I think you went on his actual show, didn't you?
Yeah,
How
that
was
was
that?
super cool.
How's the
Yeah,
experience? Yeah.
that was great. Yeah, I've known Jimmy since the first ConExpo. So for 6-ish years, I've known Jimmy. So yeah, I got to go on his podcast for the first time there. He did it live from the show, and yeah, that was cool. Get to go on with some other industry experts, and we kind of had a roundtable discussion. So that was good. Got to talk to people from all over. There was someone from Canada on the podcast. So yeah, it was cool. It was a good time.
No, that's it. No, good, good. No, it's good to see other people also, man, in the industry doing things. So that's really good. No, very good. All right. What else? Let's go back to like I was saying before. You have purchased one of the machines that I. So sometimes people ask me, would you ever buy another machine and go back into the industry and work for yourself? And I often say, oh, then I'm not sure. I'll think about it, but I don't know because now I can't because I'm so busy. But if I ever did go, I think this would be one machine I'd be looking at, which is you bought a Cat 265. Uh, and on top of that, you got the actual Centennial edition, which is that would be my dream, I reckon, to have something like that. And that would be probably if anyone now wants to listen, this is what I would say. I would probably get that if I had to go back into it. And that would be my one machine. Just that with a little tray truck and just drive it around and just do track loader work. Tell us about that. Tell us what made you buy that for starters, and because you've already got track loaders, haven't you?
Yeah, so that's the replacement for the 289, which is what we already have. So yeah, we added another one. We've needed another skid steer for a while just with our workload. It's a good size for us. We can still trailer it behind some of our smaller trucks, so it's easy to transport. But it's big enough to do a lot of the work that we needed to do. We don't need, Caterpillar came out with two bigger sizes. We don't really need those. We have a wheel loader, we have a bulldozer. We don't need that bigger skid steer, at least yet. Um, so yeah, it's an awesome machine. I was very lucky to be able to get one of the Centennial machines, which is super cool because they only made, I believe it's 54 of them. So to get one of those was very exciting. Our dealership flew my business partner and I down to North Carolina where they produce the skid steers, and actually got to see it get built for a whole day and come off the assembly line. So it was really, really cool experience. I have to give a big shout out to my dealer for flying us down there, and the cat folks that hooked us up with the private tours and seeing it come off the line, and all the assembly workers. So it was kind of a cool story. So they were having some issues on the assembly line. And The machine, I think might not get it totally right, but I think there's 34 stations on the assembly line. So a machine has to start at the beginning and end at the end. So in order for your machine to come off, obviously it has to start at the beginning and go towards the end. So they were going to run out of a part. Well, they weren't sure, but they were slow that day, and their shift ended, I don't know, say 4 p.m. And the shift supervisor actually talked to all the employees on the assembly line, and they agreed that they were going to stay late just to make sure our machine came off the line. They didn't end up having to do it because they were able to get it done in time. But it was just cool to hear that and hear that the employees, just me and Craig, just two random people, customers that were there, that they were willing to stay to make sure that we saw the machine come off the line. So I don't know, that was a really cool experience, something I'll never forget. So.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. Seeing your own machine come off the line. So did that experience change the way you think about machines, like watching them actually get made in the factory?
Yeah, I've been to a couple other factories in the past, with all different manufacturers. And I mean, if anybody ever gets the opportunity to go see, it doesn't even have to be your machine coming off the line. If you ever get invited to see some of these factories, it's amazing. Yes, it does change your perspective to see what goes into it. And I mean, you literally just see it as a hunk of metal, painted metal, and then they assemble it as it goes down the line. It's really cool to see the process and what goes into it. And I mean, uh, so the seeing the skid steer, right? So all their, right, each station is like 10 minutes. And so in reality, that station is really doing like a fairly small portion, right? So one of them could be putting the cab on. So that person, or it's usually a team of 2 to 3, puts the cab on, and then it moves to the next station, and the next station maybe runs all the wiring into the cab. So they have a really specific task. So it's really cool to see how they do that. And then, like each tool that they use, so a torque wrench, right? Each bolt gets torqued to a certain torque, is electronically monitored. So all that information goes back into a computer system. So if they have a problem down the line, right? So say a machine is breaking a bolt, and they can go back and look up the serial number, make sure the bolt was torqued to the right spec. If it was, okay, maybe they have a problem with the bolts, right? So they can go and change the bolts. So all that tracking that they do, it's incredible. And then probably the most impressive thing is seeing how, I mean, it's a very busy place, right? They're moving parts in, parts are getting put on machines all at different stages. Like, what was it? So they were the skid steers, the track frame is made in a different facility down the road. They're loaded into a tractor trailer, backed up to a loading dock, and then unloaded with a forklift, and then brought over to the assembly line. So if you really think about the logistics of that, so they arrive at the right time for the right machine, because I think Cat makes, for every machine they make at skid steer, they make 4 different versions. I believe, regular flow, high flow, open cab, closed cab. So you have a lot of different combinations and options. They have the land management packages, all that stuff. So the track frames got built in the right order, put into the tractor trailer in the right order, so they could be removed in the right order and placed right on the assembly line. So if you like really think about the timing involved with all that, it's insane. I have no idea how they do it, but they have it down. It's really cool to see.
Yeah, sounds a little bit like the Toyota plant. I went to the Toyota plant here in Melbourne for when they were manufacturing here, and I tell you what, it was amazing. The Japanese have this like 5S system that they use, and everything's about efficiency and making every move a value add move. Like there's no time wasted, and I'm watching them build those Toyotas. Yeah, like you say, similar to the machines. Everything's timed and brought at the right time, the right place. Otherwise, it stops. So everything just connects. amazing watching stuff. So yeah, that would have been a good experience, I reckon. Yeah, no, well,
Yeah.
uh,
And
that's
the
good.
crazy part is if that one of those parts, just one, right, the assembly line moves all together. So 34 stations all move at the same exact time. And the front one can't move if it doesn't have the right part, which delays every single station. So it's not just like making sure you have enough bolts or enough cabs or track frames. Like it's literally every single component. One bolt could stop the whole assembly line. So it's wild.
I'd hate to be that employee that loses a bolt and everyone's like, wait, he's lost his bolt here. Stop everything. Can you imagine
Yep.
explaining on there? It rolled onto the machine somewhere. Oh man. Yeah,
Yep.
crazy. There you go. There. And the most important question. Oh, wait, let me see. First of all, what are the differences that in technology, or what are the differences between your old track loader and this one? Like, what are some of the biggest changes?
To me, the biggest change, I mean, the cab. The cab is just, I think it's the nicest cab in the industry. It's big, it's roomy, it's got all the tech. The display is super nice. The seats are super nice. Um, I mean, it's got more performance, lifting power, pushing power than our machine now. But to me, that cab is just the cab's pretty killer. And then the actually, so the coupler system changed as well. It's more of a vertical locking bar that definitely does not get bound up as much with the dirt getting in it. So that's a huge improvement too. That was, I think, one of the negatives of the previous models on the skid steer. So yeah, I'm just super impressed. It's got a cat motor in it now. It's really like a whole ground up change of a machine. So I'm very impressed, very happy with the machine. I would definitely, when the time comes, we'll get another one.
Yeah, yeah. And who was the lucky one to break it in? Who was the first person to sit in that machine and use it? Was it you?
I think it was me. Yeah, I think all my guys were nervous to run it first and get it, rub the paint off of it. It's funny. I've had a lot of comments of people like, "Oh, I can't believe you're actually driving that and running it and operating it in the dirt." It's because it's the Centennial machine, and I get it, but they're expensive, and I'm not at the point where I can just purchase a skid steer and park it in my front yard. So it works every day.
It's a working machine. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Man, that's right.
yeah.
No, very good. And Jenna Troy's saying, yeah, the coupler is the design from the 903 loader. So Jenna Troy's a bit of a cat man, so he knows all that stuff. Yeah, and he was talking about Japan being cat in Japan being the same. Yeah, so with their the production line. Oh, cool. All right. And the most important question. So you're gonna laugh when I ask you this. Did you get a 4-in-1 bucket with it?
I didn't follow your advice. No, I did not. I just I can't bring myself to do it.
Oh, there's going to be some disappointment here. Some of the guys were asking you as well, notice on the post. So no 4-in-1. America still hasn't adjusted. What's going on?
No, no, not yet. Not yet.
Okay, one day, we'll see. Maybe I'll have to make a trip over there and convince everyone. There you go. That's an
Exactly.
all right. No, good. Congratulations on that machine. I am slightly jealous, I have to say. I do like those, and then to top it off, the Centennial edition. It just that's it, man. That would be the dream. The dream. So yeah, congratulations, man.
Thank
I
you.
want to talk about this Hue dig. Is that what you call it? Hue dig. What
Yes.
is that a back? What do you
Pudding.
call them? Is that a backhoe? Is that basically like a backhoe, or do you call them something different there?
Well, they would tell you it's not a backhoe. That's kind of their little marketing slogan. But yes, it is. It is like the ultimate backhoe. And I would agree with them. It does. It is not really a backhoe. It's it's hard to describe. It can do so many things. It's a super super impressive machine. It's basically like a 4-yard loader on the front, like a 938 cat, and then probably like a 10-ton excavator on the back, like a 310. And it does everything very well. It was an impressive machine, very strong. You can road it down the road and move along pretty quickly, just as fast as a wheel loader. So it was cool to try. I've always seen them. You know, it's a European, kind of up in the Nordic countries. They're from Sweden, and I've always seen them either online. I've seen them at ConExpo, and never really gotten to properly try one out. So it was cool to have. We had it for about a month. Got to put it through its paces and try it out, and it's just they put a lot of time into it. It's a very refined machine. The cab is huge and it really nicely set up. The controls, I mean, it is a very complicated machine. But once you kind of get the hang of it, it's pretty intuitive on how they have all the buttons set up and the layout of everything. Um, it's it, it it's very well done. The hydraulics, I will say, it is the smoothest running machine hydraulically that I have ever run, and by far. Like, it was incredibly smooth. It has these little joysticks. They're really short. I mean, I don't know, they're maybe like that tall, and you just kind of use them fingertip controls. Uh, yeah, it was a neat machine to try out.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. So you've tried it out, and so in the end, do you think you could use that? Or would that be something useful for your business, or not really sort of what you need?
At this time, no, unfortunately. I think they're going to be a really specialized machine. Just the work that we do is not really conducive to having those machines. You know, if we were working on the road and doing utilities along the road, I think it would be a useful machine. I mean, it kicks butt to a regular backhoe. Once you run one of these, you're never going to want to buy a regular backhoe. Um, and then I think they'll be real popular. I saw somebody comment on rail use. I've been told that they're pretty popular in the U.S. That's the majority of their sales in North America so far is rail use. And I think most of it is because of the hydraulic capacity. So they have three hydraulic pumps. One runs the front, one runs the back, and then one drives the machine. So you can run, and again, I'm all talking in American units here, but you can run 45 gallons a minute on the front. You can run 45 gallons a minute on the back at the same time, which is super, super impressive. And you can still drive around. So
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
telling me that a lot of rail companies, they'll run a snowblower on the front to clear the tracks, and then they'll put a snowblower on the back, and they kind of like offset the boom and almost use it as like a wing to clear the snow even further off the tracks. And you can drive right down the tracks and have both attachments running at the same time. So it's a super impressive machine, but I think it's really, at this point, like a niche machine, for specific uses.
Yeah. Yeah. No, true, true. Yeah, good looking machine as well. Yeah, I like the color choices and that. So looks wise, yeah, definitely also looks good too. So there you go. I don't even know if we've got those here yet in Australia. I'm not sure. I feel like I've seen one, but I don't see them on site anywhere or so. If anyone here on listening or watching can tell us, are they actually here in Australia as well? It'd be very interesting. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the fuel issue, the fuel crisis. Well, we're calling it a fuel crisis in Australia. Times are tough. So we've gone from paying, not long ago, only a short while ago, paying for diesel maybe around $2 a litre for diesel. So where's Tactical Terraforming? He was going to do my calculations for me because he knew that you'd be talking in gallons. So he's going to be, there he is, Tactical Terraforming. Can you get ready to do some calculations for us? So we pay at the moment we were paying about $2 a litre. Now it's up to like $3 a litre, $3.50 in some places. So guys are really, really struggling. And you know, the ways that we're tackling it here is trying to, bring in like a fuel levy on top of our hourly rates and things like that. So some guys are struggling. They're getting they're getting pushback from customers saying that, we don't want to pay that extra. So yeah, how is it? What's it like over there in the States at the moment with diesel?
It's definitely increased. So I actually went and looked. I got a diesel delivery on Friday. So
Yeah.
we are paying $4.66 for a gallon.
For a gallon.
Um,
Hang on,
which
where's
I know
technical? What's that in liters? What's that in dollars, in Australian and
I
liters?
already did the math for you.
Oh,
So it's
there you go.
$6 $6.64 in yours, but that's for a gallon. So I didn't convert it to liters though. So
What's a gallon in liters, people? What is
I
a
think it's about
gallon?
I think there's 4 liters in a gallon, if I'm doing it correct.
All right, so that'd be a dollar something. Did someone write $1.50 here? Maybe $1.50, is it? Uh, Jack Healy's saying $4, 4.5. I'm getting confused because I'm getting a few different things here. Okay, so basically, you guys are also getting it as well. So $4.50. Is that $4.50 a liter? Is that what it is? If that's what people are saying, wow, that's a lot. Yeah. So yeah, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. We're at $3.50, $3 in some places, and some regional areas and that are already at like $4. I'm hearing, and Northern Territory and all that. Apparently, and a lot of farmers are apparently saying they haven't even got. Oh, there's 4.5 liters to a gallon. Okay, that's what they're saying. Okay, I don't know. $1.75 a liter. There you go. All right. So it's still cheaper than us. Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky, man. So yeah, no, we're really well and truly copying it here. Yeah, and as if it wasn't tough enough already, there was a bit of a lull in work at one stage for the last year. There was a lull with that. Then there was an increase in prices slowly, and it's just and the rates haven't really changed over the last few years. Well, our hourly rates, and now on top of that, yeah, we're getting smashed by these fuel prices. So what are you guys doing to try and battle this?
It's really tough. So for us, just I would say call it like 6 months ago, it was at least $2 a gallon cheaper. So it's almost doubled. Um, but to be honest with you, it was still worse a couple years ago. So for us, we haven't charged anymore. We haven't put a fuel surcharge on. To be honest with you, I hate doing it. We work for a lot of repeat customers. It's tough. You're running a business, right? You got to make money, but at the same time, I've worked for these customers for some of them for 10 years. Um, I'm hoping that the price goes back down, so I try not to. You try and work with your customers. At least we try to, especially those repeat customers, and treat them fairly. And if we can absorb a little bit of a cost, we'll do that to try and help out. So it's a tough spot for us because we have a lot of work left over from last year. Like probably our first half of this year is all work from last year, which means it's already been quoted. The prices are already in, the bids are in. I can't really change my pricing. So to be honest with you, so far, we pretty much have to eat that extra cost, which hurts because we're getting, um, I think we use at least 2,000 gallons a week of diesel between off-road and on-road diesel. I don't. Do you guys have that an on-road and an off-road diesel that you don't
Yeah.
pay the taxes on the off-road?
Yeah, and this is so I have I have got a business membership program. So in that program we talk about fuel credits, fuel tax credits that you can claim if you're doing off road. So even like tipper trucks, if you've got a tipper body on there, that's hydraulically operated, and yeah, you can actually claim a portion of that. So sometimes the accountant might say, oh, you drive to site and from site, so you can't really count that, but you can count when you're on the site only. So yeah, then you can actually say like, all right, 80% is going to be off road, and then 20% on road. So yeah, we do have that. Yeah, but a lot of people still don't know you can claim that here in Australia. So I'm surprised. But yeah, that we do have those discussions with the business members and that too. Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's definitely something we have to do. Yeah.
yeah, that's good to know. And anybody in North America, I can tell you can do the same thing. So if you get on-road diesel, we call it on-road and off-road or dyed. It's red dye for off-road. We can actually buy off-road, so you can buy it untaxed and use it in your machines off the road. So which we do that. It just saves paperwork, right? You can if you buy on road and use it in your skid steer, you can go back and claim that on your taxes, just as you're referencing. But we can also buy it untaxed,
Wow.
and it's dyed red because obviously you could still put it in your on road vehicles. But I can tell you, if you get pulled over and they open up your fuel tank it is a massive fine. Now, I haven't gotten one. We don't do that. But I know some people who have, and that's a massive, massive fine because you're basically skipping out on some federal taxes, which the government doesn't like too much. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Wow.
make sure you claim that because the gas tax. I mean, in some states, it's like 20 cents a gallon. So it can add up a lot if depending on how much you're using. And I can say if I don't know if you guys are allowed, but we started buying. We have tanks at our shop now, and so we're able to buy in bulk. So that price I gave you was our bulk fuel price, which is even cheaper than it is at the pump. So that's a way that we're able to save some money, and that's just because of the volume that we're buying. Allows us to get a little bit better pricing. And I mean, in the grand scheme of things, what we buy is still pretty low compared to some bigger companies.
Yeah, yeah. I know a lot of guys do have that. So if they've got a pretty big fleet, they have their own tanks at their yards, and then they just get them bulk filled. It's funny. A lot of guys have been saying in our industry that they've been getting dirty looks at the service stations as they're filling their tank. People are looking at them, saying, "Oh, what's this guy doing? He's loading up fuel. He's stealing the fuel. There's not any for us." And they're like, "We need this for our machines, man. We can't. We actually need it to operate. We're not just taking it." Because a lot of people have been like, stacking and going in. There's videos of people at the petrol station open up the trunk, as you guys would say, and they've just got jerry cans all stacked in there. They just keep filling them all. It's just crazy what people do. So yeah, no, the people do get dirty looks for it. And I've seen an argument the other day. Someone was arguing with someone saying, "Why are you taking so much?" And the guy was like, I'm filling up for my machine, my excavator. I need it." So
So
there you go.
do you guys are you having a fuel shortage as well as high prices?
Yes, yeah. So now they're actually encouraging everyone to start working from home. So if you can work from home, they're encouraging us to do that, encouraging people to drive slow. I saw in the news they're like, "Oh, drive slow." I don't know. So I saw that, but yeah, they're encouraging people to try and work from home. Yeah, like don't take unnecessary trips. Because some farmers are saying that some of the regional areas are running out already. So yeah, and then he's our prime minister, and they're saying, "Oh, I think we're all panicking for nothing." But I think, I think we're not. It's showing, So they've put a few caps on as well now that service stations can't change their pricing throughout the day. They have to have the same price for the whole day. So there's none of that going past in the morning and seeing it for $2 and thinking, "Oh, that's good," and then on the way home it's $3. It's just there's none of that sort of stuff anymore. They put stuff, but whether they follow it, that's another thing. So they're trying, but there's going to be a fuel shortage here as well, I reckon. So yeah, Dirtology is saying we had 30 average days of reserve fuel when World War III started. Yeah, so we only had 30 average days. Yeah. So
Yeah, wow.
there you
Yeah,
go.
we I haven't seen anything about shortages here. It's just the prices going up significantly, but no shortages here. That's really interesting.
Yeah, because we've got no refineries in that here. So yeah, we import most of our stuff. So I don't know. So now that I've heard some talks about reopening some possible refineries, and they're using some minerals that we've got here, but I don't know what's going to happen. So yeah, I don't know. And I noticed today they said that all political people have been asked, for all the people in government, to minimise their travelling as well and stuff like that. So there's all sorts of stuff happening. And also flights. So a lot of the flight companies or the aeroplane companies and that have raised their prices now as well. So yeah, interesting. Interesting.
Yeah. We're seeing that as well. That's really interesting to me that you guys import a lot. I mean, I know you guys do a lot of mining. I would think you'd be doing a lot of I don't know, maybe there's no oil in Australia, or do you just not
Oh, there is.
extract
There
it?
is. There is. It's just I don't know. I think we just sell everything off. We sell everything and then buy it back. It's just we do crazy things, man. I don't understand. There must be something behind it, but yeah, we do all our minerals and that. We just sell it all off and then buy it back. Steel. We sell all the iron ore and stuff to China and then buy back the steel. So I don't know, there's all sorts of stuff that we do that go. It's a bit backwards, yeah. So
Huh.
um,
Seems like
there
that
you
could
go.
be done better.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think so. So I don't know. I'm no governor. I'm no politician and that. So I've got no idea. But Australia does some crazy things there. I don't understand. So we've got no manufacturing anymore. We've got nothing. We don't even have our own. There's not one vehicle manufactured in Australia anymore. So it's just that's one example. So just crazy, man.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's a political thing though, I suppose anyway. But so you guys are struggling too, yeah. Because I know, and I put up a post yesterday, I think it was, just saying I think a lot of guys are still just basing everything on hope or on the hope that it's a short term issue, and things are gonna get better. So we're not, no one's really bothering, and they're just absorbing the cost of the fuel. But I think, unfortunately, I think it's gonna get a bit worse before it gets better. So I think we're going to have to start implementing things because, like a lot of us were struggling here already. Our hourly rates aren't the best, and let alone now your fuel cost has gone up. Now we're definitely not making any money. So, in fact, someone told me the other day they did a calculation using an hourly rate calculator I gave them, and he said I'm actually paying to go to work. I'm paying the customer so I can go to work for him today. That doesn't make sense. And I was like, well, then there you go. So now he's raised his price. But
Yeah.
another guy told me that he told his customer, "I'm charging you $10 an hour extra as a fuel levy and this and that." And they said, "Oh, you might as well pack up your machine. We've got another guy with a 20-ton machine that's ready to come and work, actually cheaper than your current rate as well. So if you want, just pack it up and go." And he was like, "Oh, okay." And then he just said, "No, I'll just stay then," and hasn't done it. So yeah, some customers are pushing back. So yeah,
Wow.
there you go, man.
Interesting. Yeah. We don't do a lot of like hourly work, which I think is what you're talking about. We do some, and on those jobs, yes, we are. I think probably starting this week, we might tack a little bit extra money on. And I don't know. For the most part, I think our customers will pretty understanding. Like I said, we have those long term relationships. So I think they get it. But yeah, that's interesting. It's you get to that point. It's you're probably better off, unfortunately, staying at home if you're losing money. That's not a good thing. So
Yeah.
that's an unfortunate situation to be in. That's not good. Yeah.
It's not, and like I said, we're coming off a lull. It was very quiet at one stage, especially in Melbourne, and it started looking like it's picking up, and now it's just gone backwards again. So I don't know, but yeah, that's right. So I made a fuel levy calculator so that at least if people go to their customer, they can say, "This is how I've calculated the fuel levy. This is what we're going to charge," and then as it gets better, we'll start coming back again. So at least they've got something to show them. Otherwise, if you just turn up and go, "Oh, I'm putting it up $20," they're going to say, "Hang on, how'd you come up with that?" Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
good,
That's awesome
good.
you're doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's on my website if you want. Actually, you could probably use it. I don't know if you would actually, you'd have a similar system. Yeah. So if you go to my website on the front page, I've got a little like a link. You just click on that, and then it'll send you the fuel levy calculator, and then you can use. So we use the what we call the terminal gate price. So whatever the gate price is for wholesale. So then I'll say that's the current wholesale value. This is what we were when we based our hourly rate on last year when we set our rates. So it was like $1.85, and then whatever the difference is, that's what you add to your hourly rate, or you divide it by the amount of hours, and then that's what you add. So anyway, you see, it's all automatic. You can just plug it all in. So see if you can use it. Uh, what else was there? So what's next? What's next for you guys? So let's go on a positive note. What is next for yourself and for your company?
I don't know. This year looks like it's going to be a really good year. About we have almost as much work as we did all of last year and signed contracts already. So that's always a good thing going into the year for planning purposes. Makes me feel pretty good. Got a long way to go in this year. So we should have an increase of growth, which would be great. Um, Equipment wise, we've got a Cat 305 on order. We're going to be putting in Encon tilt rotator on it. We just need another mini. We have a 305.5 right now, and I think it has like almost 6,000 hours, which is a lot of hours for a mini excavator. But that's been a great machine. We're going to keep it. It still runs great. But we just need another one. We do so many small, tight lots where all the compact equipment just is key for us moving material around. It's usually when we're backfilling. You put in a big foundation, then there's no room to backfill it, so you're using the compact equipment to get around. So that'll be a nice thing to have, and to have the tilt rotator. Our Mini now doesn't have um, a tilt rotator on it, so adding that on will be pretty sweet. I'm looking forward to getting that.
Yeah, that'd be handy, man. Like you say, backfilling against walls, totally handy. The old is asking if you're considering a steel wrist. Obviously, he's an ex steel wrist guy, so there you go. He's asking. No steel wrist
No,
on the cards.
that's the wrong color for me.
There you go, man. There you go.
Yeah.
Did you consider a 306, or would that be a little bit too big? Do you have the 306 there?
Yeah, we do. We thought about it, but it's a little big. It's, again, just like the skid steer and the 265. It's all about transportation. We want to be able to move it behind some of our smaller vehicles. And really, the 305 is kind of the limit on that size or that size of mini excavator that we can move easily. So,
Yeah. Oh, there you go. I think Alex from ADMC was selling his old 305. He just bought a 306. There you go. He'll ship it over to you. Although
shipping cost.
it
I don't know
might,
about that these days.
yeah, I know. It might take a while. Yeah, that's right. Well, hopefully it doesn't get bombed on the way there. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
knows? Oh man, crazy times, crazy times.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah.
and I was going to ask you where do you think the industry is heading, but I don't know. It's probably a hard question now, isn't it? Like, what do you foresee for the whole industry at the moment?
At least around me, it is very busy. There is a lot of work out there. There's a lot going on, a lot of infrastructure, state or government projects going on. And then the private sector that I'm really in is still busy. I'm in a really good spot. We're 45 minutes from Boston, obviously a major city here in the U.S. I'm 45 minutes from the ocean. I'm 45 minutes from the mountains. So we're in an area where there's a lot of, most of our work is second homes for very wealthy people along either lakefront or oceanfront, so on the water, no matter what it is. And those people, I don't know. I think even when things if are slow, they are still going to have money. So I think we're in a really good spot. But to be honest with you, as a whole, in the industry that I'm seeing is pretty much everybody's pretty busy. So it definitely did slow down in the last year or two from like the COVID levels of busy that we were. I mean, that was just nuts for us here, work wise, because nobody was traveling. So everybody was putting an addition on their house or making their backyard bigger so they could, enjoy their backyard, put it in a pool, doing things like that. So things have definitely slowed down, but they're still busy. So I don't know. It seems like if you're slow right now, there's probably a reason for it. So.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what one of the guys, Kinghorn, Hayden Kinghorn, came on once and said. There's usually a backstory to someone that's always saying, "Oh, I've got no work" or this or that. There's usually a backstory. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, no, there you go, there you go. And what about any advice for anyone that is thinking about getting into the industry? Any of the newcomers? Because we do get a lot of people that are still considering joining, even though it might not be the best time. But yeah, for anyone that is considering starting an earth moving business, what would be your advice to someone?
Go for it.
Yeah.
So you just got to go for it. If you're like on the fence, you kind of just got to jump in. There's different ways of getting started. I think I may have told my backstory on our previous podcast, but I'll recap super quickly that I started when I was still working for my parents' landscaping company. My business partner was working for another excavation contractor. So we did all our work on Saturdays and Sundays and some Fridays if we could get it off. Um, so that's a great way to get started. You got to make some sacrifices. I can tell you that Craig and I didn't take a paycheck for the first year of working, to kind of build up our money and be able to buy some equipment that we needed in order to do the jobs that we wanted to do. So, we were still working for somebody else. So we had an income stream, but there's different ways to do it. But yeah, if you're on the fence, just go for it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Sell the stuff. Your ego might be hurt a little bit, and go back to working for somebody else. If you're interested in just getting into the industry, go work for somebody else. I can tell you around here, everybody's looking. We're definitely understaffed, short staffed at all these big companies. So around me, everybody is hiring employees. So yeah, I don't know. It can be tough. Owning your own business is very tough. It's a lot harder than it looks on Instagram. um,
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
you only see the good stuff for the most part on there, but believe me, there's a lot of bad stuff. I can tell you. So, for instance, last week we had our business bank account shut down because of check fraud. So somebody stole. We mailed a check to another business in town. Somebody came, stole the check out of their mailbox. It was roughly a $300 check. They rewrote it for $9,300, wrote it out in their own name and deposited in their account. Luckily, my bank caught it, shut off my account. But if you think about it, like even your personal checking account, if you had to close that account, how many things you would have to change, right? If you do any electronic payments, any deposits, right, from your employer into it. So never mind you personally, but me as a business, everything that goes into it. I had to get all new checks for my new account. I got checks the day before payroll, so I almost was not able to pay my guys. Which I obviously talked to them and made them aware of what was going on. But
Yeah.
yeah, so like stuff like that, right? So it's just every day's an adventure. When you own your own company, you never know what's going to happen. So things can be really good and easy one day, and things can be really tough and really difficult the next day. You kind of got to just roll with the punches. So
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. And I think also for those people that believe that I'm going to be able to sit back one day and do nothing and it's just going to run itself. I think that's a bit of a false economy or a fallacy, whatever we want to call it, because I think you can never really step away and let it run. I mean, maybe if it was a really big thing, but even then, you look at a lot of these big corporates, they're still all the guys are still heavily involved. So, do you think that's ever a reality that you can just step away and it just runs itself?
I like you said, I think in some instances you got to have really good people, at every level running things. Um, I don't think you can truly just step away. I think, yeah, will you be maybe more flexible and you're not going to stress about going on a vacation with your family for a week? Yes, you can definitely get to that point. But yeah, fully stepping away, I don't know. You hear that of a lot of even big companies and people step away and then all of a sudden within a year, things are not going so well and then the owner's back in and more involved to help correct it. So that's definitely a tough thing, and it really just comes down to the people.
Yeah, no, true. Well said, man. I agree. I agree. And I've heard some recent stories. There you go. Oh, no, that's it. All right. No, I really, really appreciate this chat and I appreciate you getting up so early. So over there, what is it now? What time is it in the morning there?
Right now it is 6 in the morning. So yeah, it started at 5 a.m. here. So, but yeah,
Yeah,
happy to do it.
I appreciate it. Hopefully you haven't woken up the family because of us. So no, thank you, man, once again for coming on, sharing some interesting knowledge, sharing some information about what you've been doing, and congrats, man, on the machine, the 265, and also the 219 if it does come. Yeah,
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna check it out this week. We'll see. Maybe you'll see it in the fleet soon. We'll see.
that's it, man. That's it. Anything? Sorry, I didn't even ask. Is there anything you want to mention or talk about that I didn't ask?
I don't think so. We covered a lot. That was pretty good. Yeah, I learned some stuff about how you guys are doing and what you guys do. So yeah, this was great.
That's it, man. That's it. No, good. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, other guys are saying thanks as well. No, good. Good to chat. And then yeah, maybe we'll do another one soon again. It'll be good to have you on and see what else is happening.
Yeah, that sounds great. Anytime.
All right, man. I'll let you log off and then enjoy the rest of your day.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Thanks, Tom. Bye. There you go. What an absolute gentleman. Thank you very much to Tom Gardocki, the AKA the Dirt Ninja from New Era Excavations. Thank you very much for joining us live from the USA, man. Very, very nice guy, pleasant chat, knowledgeable, very knowledgeable. Glad to have him on. So yeah, CJW's got the thumbs up. Thank you very much, man. It was a good one, good session, and I really appreciate you all being on here. We did go a little bit longer, but it was a good convo, so I just kept it going. if you're enjoying these sorts of conversations and that, make sure you're watching the rest of our previous podcasts where we've had guests on as well. If there's a topic you want me to talk to someone about or a particular person, also let me know. Happy to try and get everybody on here. So we've got a fair few guests lined up. So this is really, really good. I'm happy with this to have so many people wanting to come on. If you're interested in filling that last major sponsor position, also let me know. So that is capped at 10. So we've only got one left, I reckon. So the other one, we've got two, but one is basically done. So basically one left. Tactical Terraforming is saying, who's getting down to Farm World? I am already talking to Lindsay, Simonic, and James from Precision Enviro. We're talking about possibly going on Friday. So if anyone will be there on Friday, let me know. Sydney Cashies is saying, Ivan, yes. How are you, mate? Yeah, so, and Dirt Ninja said, thanks for having me. There you go. What a gentleman. Yeah, I'm most likely will be there on Friday at this stage. So a couple of things happening this week. Also going to be jumping back in the machine for a few days. So it all sort of depends at this stage, but I'm pretty sure it'll be Friday. I was going to go Saturday, but I think Friday would be better. Sydney Cashies is saying, Ivan, should I buy a PC18? Yes, I believe you should. Yes, get yourself one of those PC18s. Very good machine. Someone that you might want to talk to is Tom from TGA Projects, who went and actually tested one and can probably tell you a lot more about it. Or you can talk to Ashton Lavering or Nathan Froomy. One of those boys will be able to help you there as well, man. So talk to those guys, the Komatsu PC18. So they're our sponsor. I mentioned Earthworks Hub, and they should be able to help you out with the price as well, man. Tactical Terraforming will be at Farm World on Saturday. There you go. Yes, like I said, if you enjoy those conversations, keep watching. We're here every Sunday at 8 p.m. Dirtology saying, where is this farm thing? It's in Lardner Park, Victoria. Lardner Park, Victoria. What's it near? Is it Warragul? Is it near Warragul or somewhere? Anyway, it's called Lardner Park, next to the hemp farm. So be careful when you park there. Don't breathe in too much. It's right next to the hemp farm. Dirtology is saying Freemy as well. Yeah, that's it. Freemy is the guy that you can talk to. Sydney Cashies. He's the one. Tactical Terraforming. $29 a ticket, is it? Wow. $29 to get in. There you go. But it was good. Yeah, I went last year, surprised to see that there was a lot of earth moving gear there. I thought it'd be very much agricultural, but there was a lot of earth moving gear. So yeah, good place to go and check out. Lardner Park, Warragul. There you go. $29 a ticket. I'll be there most likely Friday, I reckon. Most likely. Like I said, if you want to be a guest, hit me up and I'll send you the booking link. If you think you want me to, there's someone that you want me to talk to as well, let me know so I can do that. Get yourself the fuel levy calculator. Go to the front page of my website, www.earthworkshub.com.au, and click on that fuel levy link. And then also, if you become a member, you can go and see the video or the replay video of our meeting on Friday, where we explained how to use that, how to go to the Australian Institute of Petroleum, find the terminal gate price, all that sort of stuff. So we went into a little bit more detail. I also gave all the members a template they can use when they approach their customers. So like an email or a message template of what to say and how to implement the levy. So yeah, if you want to get more information, become an Earthworks Hub member. Go to the members section on the website, and that'll explain everything for you as well. Whew, that's it, man. That is it. It's Sunday night. Time to go to sleep. I'm working tomorrow back on the machine. Unfortunately, I can't live stream. I've been told I am not allowed to live stream there anymore. So unfortunately, I won't be able to do that. Maybe I'll sneak a little bit of a live stream in, just a quick one, and then get off. We'll see what happens. I don't know if I should take the risk. Anyway, but yeah, definitely, if you are coming to Farm World, I should be there Friday. So come and say hello. We'll catch up. Check out the website for all types of stuff. Like I said, if you're looking for work for your machine or you're looking for a job as an operator or any type of earth moving job, you can go and put yourself down as available. If you haven't listed your business, go and list your business on there already. On the business listings. If you want to sell something, put it on the marketplace. What else is there? If your machine's available, or if you're looking for a machine for your job, also put that on there. So that's what it is, man. Sydney Cash is saying, "Where's Cash Jobs tonight?" I thought you were the same person. Is it the same? Are you the same person? Are you actually Cash Jobs only? I thought that's who you were. There you go, Sydney Cashies. So you're not him. So you're another version. There you go. But yeah, if you are looking at a Komatsu, definitely hit up Nathan Frumi, Ashton Lavering, one of those guys. They will help you out. So there you go. You can buy some merch online. Don't forget to go there. That's also on the website. Everything's basically on the website. Join us as a member. Also, you can do different tiers. You can become part of the business membership. So we actually do like a once a month workshop as well. And then if you didn't see the workshop, so also insider and business members get to be part of the monthly toolbox talk, which is what I call the monthly meeting. Yeah, you can go back and see the video replay or join us on the next one. And don't forget, the giveaway for this month for members is a $50 fuel voucher. So hopefully that's going to help somebody out. And that's it. Subscribe, follow Earthworks Hub on all the platforms. Share it around. Sydney Cashy started following me. Thank you for that. Thanks for the follow. And I will see you guys here next Sunday. There we go. All right, that's it. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Thanks for watching.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
For tracks, obviously. On the lot.
he became steel resistant.